It's group therapy on the Y94 Morning Playhouse.
All right, next up, the Y94 Morning Playhouse. Looking for you to just kind of weigh in on this whole thing is Cara. Cara, what's up?
Hey, yeah. So I've been dating this guy, Roger, for like about 3 months. It's going well between us. But there was a time one day recently when one of my coworkers pulled me aside and warned me that Roger is like a weirdo. That's how she called it. And she mentioned that a friend of hers used to date him and said he was like very into hentai. Do you know what that is? I didn't. It's like
I don't know if I do, but why don't you explain it the way you think it is? Because I think I might want to make sure that we're on the same page. What do you think it is?
Yeah, I literally when she said that, I was like, I don't know what that is. It's a form of animated adult content that Japan puts out. So
it's like adult anime?
Yeah, I think so. Like the more she talked about it, I was like, yeah, okay, it sounds like a niche kind of adult anime maybe. I'm sure someone listening is like, I know what it is. You guys, but
I don't know if I want to hear from that person.
No. I know. So the information, it just really creeps me out, you guys. Mm-hmm. And I haven't seen any evidence of his behavior. Like, I've never seen him interact with it at all over the last 3 months. So I'm sort of torn if I should ask him directly about it. Or do I just decide, my coworker and my gut that, like, he's a weirdo and I should just exit, because we're only 3 months in before I get too attached.
It's not like when things are happening between you guys, he turns on the TV and like it's playing in the background. You've never actually watched it with him.
I've never even seen him like interact with it.
Okay.
Never watched it. Yeah.
So if this was something that he was into, I mean, not everybody's kink is for everybody. It doesn't sound like you would like to date somebody that is into watching that. Is that accurate?
Yeah. And which maybe people might think I'm judgy for that, but like, yes, that's accurate. And also just hearing like from somebody else who I trust, like he's a weirdo around it. It just, yeah.
Well, and it gets kind of like dicey too, because it's like you could leave him without asking about it, but for all you know, it's not true. But also, like, what if maybe they're just trying to break you up? Like maybe this person was into, wants him back, and you got him, and is just trying to say something to get you guys to break up. And I feel like there's a lot of layers to this.
Well, I didn't even think of that as an option. Now that's in my head. I don't know. I don't think so, but who knows, right?
So, like, what in your mind are the options that you have in front of you that, like, people would even be weighing in on? Like, if you just had a bullet point, like, I could do this, this, or this. Like, where are you sitting at trying to decide between?
Yeah, so I could either just break up with him and, like, go off of what my coworker said, or talk to him directly and ask him about it and see how I feel after he responds. Or, I don't know, just start to get more information from the coworker and like wait it out a little bit and maybe keep an eye out for it. I guess that's the other option.
All right, well, if you want to just hang in there for a second, how about we get some feedback for you and then we'll kind of see how you're feeling after you hear some, okay?
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
All right. Any initial thoughts coming in the case of the adult cartoons?
So that's not something I'd be interested in either. However, he's not making her watch it.
Mm-hmm. You'd have never known from him, apparently.
Yeah, and maybe now that you guys are together, he's watching it less frequently, or he might not have to watch it.
True.
So you could bring it up to him, but really, I don't see how it affects you. Is he into all adult cartoons, like not like, I don't mean adult cartoons, like this type. I mean like Family Guy, South Park, cartoons aimed for adults.
Is he watching a lot of animated stuff?
And because I don't find that stuff even funny, really. So if he's constantly watching those types of shows, I could see that being a deal breaker for me. But really, I don't think this would bother me. I would just let him know, hey, what is this? Is this real? But as long as you don't watch it, it wouldn't bother me.
Did she get lots of feedback already?
Someone said she just needs to be direct with him. I wouldn't believe the coworker immediately. Hopefully he's open and honest about it. Someone said she's probably never going to watch it with him. It's his me time. It's not a big deal. Just like the other animated stuff, she's making it weird. Someone else said, why are people opposed to talking to each other? This world has gone down a hill, relying on other people to fix their problems. Just talk. And someone said, leave him alone. People are allowed to have things they're into.
Let's maybe even take another spin on this before we talk to her some more. Let's do this.
Here's what's coming up next.
So let me pose this question. 237, it's called a text. Have you ever been seeing somebody and had somebody approach you and give you some sort of warning? Hey, I just want to tell you this, that, or the other. Have you ever been in that place? In addition to the question of if you'd heard this information, what would your next move be? Both those things with her on the way.
The Playhouse.
So she wouldn't probably be down, but you can't hardly just end things with somebody because you heard a rumor about them, right? Because for all you know, this isn't even true.
Yeah, you have to talk to him, ask him about it.
Is she getting some text messages?
I mean, that's what people are saying. I think you need to talk more directly to him. And then if you have a good relationship, it could just be something unique about him that he hasn't shared yet. Just bring it up in a casual, non-judgmental way. Someone else said, do you think you can accept him and not judge him for it? It really shouldn't matter. People aren't defined by one interest. And then someone else is sharing a story about someone being pulled aside. They said they started dating this guy, Mark, and everyone said he was amazing. And I almost thought he was too amazing. But I had a friend from college pull me aside and said he's nice, but he has a reputation for dating multiple women at once. And I kind of brushed it off. But a few months later, I found out, yep, it was true. He was still messaging his ex.
I think the most common instances of this is somebody might feel obligated to reach out to you, be like, listen, just so you know, that person cheated on me, or this person has this STD they haven't told you about, or this person's abusive in some way. They're into this kink is a weird thing to go out of your way to be like, hey, just so you know. Like, that really should have been his to unveil if that's the case.
I do agree that was not really her spot to step in, but maybe... I mean, she knows about it. She might just be like, listen, I heard this when he was dating my friend. I just wanted to tell you.
I think it's a weird thing to go out of your way to say. Like, it's just like naked cartoons, right? I'm not misunderstanding what it is. That's what it is.
I mean, yeah, like adulty cartoons.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. I kind of agree with what the people on the text line are saying. You should just talk to him. If you're an adult in a consenting relationship, you should be able to communicate with the person you're dating. And if it's a boundary for you that he's into something that, then that's fine. You can walk away from that, but I wouldn't take someone else at their word, and I wouldn't go digging for information about him. If you want to know about him, talk to him. And you know, if it's something that he's into, no kink shame, you know, but if you're not comfortable with it, you don't have to be.
Yeah, gonna have to go to the source to really get answers. Seems to be the main message for you.
Yeah, someone did say take your coworker's comment with a grain of salt. It might just be their opinion, or they might not even have the full story. If you feel comfortable, I would bring it up to him. And then how he responds, that's going to tell you a lot about how open and honest he's willing to be with you.
Yeah, what's the next course of action here, Cara? What are we thinking?
Yeah, I'm torn, but you know what? My gut is saying I'm going to do the courtesy of, like, asking him, and then at least I can get more information directly and then see how I feel. Do the courtesy of that.
You're going to know on this person's face the second you're like, listen, I talked to somebody and they said you're really into this. Like, is that something that you watch? Like, you're going to know. Like, that person's face will be such a telling face.
Right.
And that's all I think you have to say. Guess what? So-and-so, you just say this coworker came up to you and said this. I think that's how you bring it up.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, if somebody else told me this is the adult content you enjoy from Japan, like, Hentai or whatever, like, tell me more. Is this true? Yeah. Not that I'm, like, digging or figured out.
Well, maybe it's all a load of BS. Maybe he does watch it. He'll put some on and you'll like it too. There's a lot of things that could happen.
We'll see.
Well, good luck with everything, Cara.
Thanks, guys.